What's good, everyone? Welcome to the literary walking tour of Khaled Hosseini's The Kite Runner, here in beautiful Kabul, Afghanistan. My name is LeBron James, and I will be your guide to retracing the footprints of Amir and Hassan while learning about the locations, geography, food, and clothing of Afghanistan. So without further ado, let's hop on this train. Let's get the show on the road.
Return to 0.
Hopefully nobody got car sick on the ride up here, but welcome to the first stop on our tour. This is Amir's father's house in the Wazir Akbar Khan district. This place was, believe it or not, at one point considered one of the nicest houses in Kabul. In The Kite Runner, Amir says that everyone agreed that my father had built the most beautiful house in the district. He goes on to say that some thought it was the prettiest house in all of Afghanistan. However, due to the many years of war in Afghanistan, the house is currently in pretty rough shape, just like most buildings in Afghanistan. So it is currently being reconstructed. It's a shame that it looks this way, because this house holds so much value in the story of the Kite Runner. It's where Amir and Hassan grew up, through the good times, through the bad times, whether that's just playing around, having a good time, or when Amir gets Hassan kicked out of the house and frames him from stealing from him. This house holds so much value, and it's very good to see that it's getting fixed up right now. So let's walk around the house and go up the hill up ahead, and we'll continue on with our tour. Our next stop on the tour is this pomegranate tree right here. This is a pomegranate tree where Amir and Hassan spent a lot of time together throughout their childhood. Whether that was reading books to each other or under worse circumstances, Amir throwing pomegranates at Hassan out of pure frustration. Quick fun fact, people in Afghanistan eat a lot of pomegranates. They are known for their quality and size here. The pomegranates here are so good that they are actually a large contributor to the Afghan economy, although the economy here definitely isn't as good as their pomegranates. So even though some people might say,
No pomegranates! No pomegranates! None! I don't want them anywhere near here.
people in Afghanistan are definitely the opposite. Also behind me, you'll be able to see a very large mountain. Afghanistan is also known for their mountains, and this mountain in particular is part of the Hindu Kush mountain range, which extends almost 1,000 kilometers across Afghanistan, with the highest peak being close to 25,000 feet. So I'll give you guys about 20 minutes to look around, take some pictures maybe, and then we'll meet back down the bus for our next stop. So it looks like there's a dust storm approaching us. No need to be alarmed because these happen quite often here. There's actually an average of 6 dust storms per month in Afghanistan during the summer months. All we need to do is get back on the bus so we're not inhaling the dust, and we'll wait out the storm before we continue to our next stop of the tour. I'd say we have about 30 seconds before the dust hits us, so if you want to get your phones out for an Instagram picture real quick with the storm, I suggest you do so quickly. Also, can someone take my picture for Instagram? That'd be great. Now that the storm's passed over, we made our way to our last stop on the tour, which is the Bazaar here in Kabul, where Amir and Hassan would buy anything from kebab to kites while growing up. We're here to try out different Afghan dishes and clothing styles that are mentioned in the Kite Runner. Just as a heads up, while you're looking around the bazaar, you will see lots of poverty in the area. Poverty has been a big issue in Afghanistan ever since the Soviet invasion in 1979, as 42% of the population live below the poverty line and another 20% live very close to it. Feel free to help anyone out who you feel may be in need while you're looking around. Now to talk about food. We'll start off with kebab and kofta, which are two of the most iconic meat dishes that are prominent in real-life Afghanistan. Kebab is skewered meat, which is typically lamb and is mostly sold in roadside vendors. A North American comparison of kebab for us would be hot dogs or pizza. Next, kofta is a hamburger or meatloaf type of meat, as it consists of balls of ground meat, usually beef, chicken, lamb, or mutton, or a mixture mixed with spices or onions. Both of these dishes are served with either naan or rice. One thing that you will rarely find in Afghan cuisine is pork, due to the large number of Islams in Afghanistan. I'll let you guys roam free around the bazaar for a bit, and then we'll meet back here in a bit to have a traditional Afghan meal together. I hope you guys had a good time looking around, but this is when we get to the best part of the tour, which is the eating part. On your plate, you'll find kebab, kofta, and naan. While you're enjoying your meal, I'll explain the clothing that most Afghans wear. Men wear knee-length shirts with baggy pants and a vest. Women wear a long, colorful dress with a short jacket, long coat, and a shawl to cover their hair. Some women wear a head-to-toe covering called a burqa over their clothing. The burqa was required when the Taliban was in power in Afghanistan, but is still required for women in certain parts of Afghanistan. So it looks like you guys are all done your meals, so let's hop back on the bus to finish off our tour. Alright, well thank you guys for being an amazing group, and I hope you learned lots about the kite runner and the geography, food, and clothing of Afghan culture. You can follow us on our socials at The Kite Runner with LeBron James on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I hope you guys have yourself an awesome rest of your stay here in Afghanistan, and I'll see you later.